Bruised Caitlin Clark laments crappy game as she loses playoff debut. Caitlin Clark had a rough playoff debut, sporting a black eye after an accidental clash during her team's loss to the Connecticut Sun. The Indiana Fever's star rookie missed 10 of her first 11 shots before finishing with 11 points and 8 assists in the team's 93-69 defeat on Sunday. The Sun's Alyssa Thomas was the star of the show as she finished with 12 points, 13 assists and 10 rebounds in a superb triple-double. "I felt like we just played a crappy game," Clark said. "Like the flow of the game was really bad." The AP's Rookie of the Year also took personal responsibility for the loss and refused to use the poke to the eye that left her bruised as an excuse for her off night. "Got me pretty good in the eye. I don't think it affected me," she said of the first quarter injury. "I felt like I got good shots, they just didn't go down. Tough time for that to happen. I thought I got some really good looks. 3 pretty wide-open threes in the first half you usually make." Clark's shooting struggles continued early into the third quarter before the Fever called a timeout. The guard smacked a chair on the bench in frustration. That seemed to get her going as she came out and hit her next 3 shots. Unfortunately for Indiana, Connecticut guard Marina Mabrey got hot, scoring 11 of her 27 points in the third quarter, and the Fever could never recover. "My shot felt like it was right there," said Clark, who finished the game 4 for 17 from the field, including missing 11 of her 13 three-point attempts. "It's so frustrating as a shooter when it won't go down for you. That's what stink about it. We were right there. I think we cut it to 8, but then they came back down and hit a 3 on us." The Suns switched up their defense as far as who was guarding Clark. Deanna Bonner, who is 6 feet 4 inches, drew the assignment for much of the night against the 6-foot Clark. "I took on the challenge. Next game she'll come out firing," Bonner said. Clark will get another chance Wednesday in Game 2, hoping to send the series back to Indiana for a decisive third game on Friday. In Sunday's other playoff games, Leonie Febick hit 4 three-pointers and scored a career-high 21 points on 7 of 8 shooting. Brianna Stewart added 20 points and 11 rebounds, and the New York Liberty never trailed in their 83-69 victory over the Atlanta Dream. Nafisa Collier scored a playoff career-high 38 points, and Minnesota blew a 23-point lead before rallying late to beat Phoenix in Game 1 of their series. In the other first-round matchup, Aya Wilson scored 21 points and blocked 5 shots after earning her record-tying 3rd MVP award, and the 2-time defending champion Las Vegas Aces held the Seattle Storm to a pair of free throws in the fourth quarter and pulling away for a 78-67 victory. The MVP'd Seattle coach Noel Quinn said after the game, "She's MVP for a reason." Caitlin Clark, Fever have crappy game and lost to Sun in WNBA playoffs. A record-breaking performance from Marina Mabrey, playing in her first postseason with the Connecticut Sun, helped the third-seeded Sun to a 93-69 win over 6th-seeded Indiana in Game 1 of the quarterfinals Sunday. Mabrey scored 27 points off the bench, a WNBA record for the playoffs, connecting on 9 of 20 shots, including 5 of 12 from 3. But that might not have even been the most impressive performance Sunday, as Sun guard forward Alyssa Thomas turned in her 4th career triple-double, 12 points, 13 assists, 10 rebounds of the postseason. Caitlin Clark finished with 11 points on 4 of 17 shooting for the Fever, including 2 of 13 from 3. She also dished 8 assists and turned the ball over just twice. Kelsey Mitchell led Indiana with 21 points, while Aaliyah Boston added 17 points and 11 rebounds. Dewanna Bonner chipped in 22 points as the Sun held Indiana to just 21.4% from 3, 6 of 28 in the statement win. The Sun's bench outscored Indiana's bench 41-15. Game 2 is Wednesday at 7:30 p.m., again at Connecticut. The game will be broadcast on ESPN. "We were right there. I felt like we just played a crappy game," Clark said afterward. "The flow was really bad. I don't know if that was the reffing. It was probably partly us because we struggled to get stops at times, but also the clock getting messed up. It was just one thing after the next," she said. Numerous times during the first half the game clock was malfunctioning, causing stoppage in play and officials to head to the scorer's table to try to fix the problem.